Having your website files or data lost due to accidental deletion, server crashes, or any reason whatsoever can be devastating. However, you can avoid this altogether if you have the practice of regularly backing up your website data. Hey everyone, my name is Precious, and in today's video, I'm going to show you different methods in which you can back up your custom website or your WordPress website data and avoid the heartache that comes with losing your files. I'll show you what I would love to call the manual method, the semi-manual method, and the automatic method. But keep this in mind that whatever method you likely choose, never store your backup file in the same location where you host your website. And the reason is that in case of server crash, you may lose your backup data or file. So always have the backup file at the local storage or another cloud storage. Without further ado, let's get started. First thing I will do is to log in to my control panel. Then scroll down to WordPress Manager by Softaculous. When you are there, you scroll down to the WordPress that you want to make a backup for. In this instance, I have 3 WordPress already installed with Softaculous, but I'm using this third one for this tutorial. Clicking on this arrow down button, I'll scroll down to where I have backup. Click the backup button. And click on backup installation. Then wait for it to run the backup using the progress bar to checkmate the status. It's currently on 63%. Wait for it to get to 100%. Now we have our backup file. Now you can access the backup file from directly by clicking on this backup page, or if we go back to where we have our installation, click the arrow down button again, and this time click on restore. There you have the backup and restore location where you can download your backup file directly to your local system by clicking on this download backup button. Now another important thing that you will need to backup is your database, and to do that we are going back to the control panel, and this time we'll head over to the phpMyAdmin. Now when you get to phpMyAdmin, you click over to the database section and select the database that you want to back up. When you are there, you go to the bottom of the database table, click on the check-all button, then you export. While exporting, the default setting is SQL. However, you can select any database format that is comfortable with you, but I prefer to leave it at the default setting of SQL. So I'll click on the export button. So I'll have the local backup downloaded. So now I have the WordPress website file and also a database SQL file. Now let's go over to another method, another manual method that you can do using the public HTML folder from your control panel. And this backup process can also be used for custom website or any other web application that you may have on your public HTML folder. Now scroll over to File Manager, click on Public HTML or any folder that you may have your WordPress or custom website located in. Select the folder, click on Compress, and you can rename it to something else.
select the compression type. I'm using the zip. Then click on compress. Once the compression is done, you will see the zipped file as the root folder of the public HTML. So you just select it and click on the download button. Now while that is downloading, I want to quickly show you the semi-automated and the fully automated way to back up your WordPress website using a plugin. So let's head over to our WordPress dashboard. And when you are in the dashboard, you scroll over to plugin and click on add new plugin. Now you search for WP Vivid. I already have it installed and activated on this system, but if you don't have it, you can click on the install and activate it. So let's go back to WP Vivid. Presently, I have a backup that was done today, but I will delete it. So I will run through the process for you to better understand. So if you've not done any backup before, this place will be empty. So what you need to do is to select what you are going to backup, either just database and the WordPress file, or the WordPress only database, and you can also select the location, whether to save it in local storage, or if you are interested in connecting your cloud storage, you can also use the send backup to remote storage. When you are done with that selection, you click on backup now. Then you wait for it to process till 100%. Once that is completed, scroll to the bottom of the page and you can select the backup file and click on this download button or download icon and download link. Now it's currently downloading. Then if you want it to be automated, you click on the schedule, where you can select how often you want the backup to run automatically, either daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, and you can also select the files you want to back up, either just the database, WordPress files, or including the WordPress file and the database, and you save changes. Now some available option is strictly given to those that are using the Pro feature. So they want to consider upgrading to the Pro if you want all action unlocked for you. But here's a quick tip. Like mentioned earlier, always avoid storing up your backup on the same server as you have your website or your project, so that you don't get it lost in case there's a server failure. The another important thing you need to note is to periodically restore your backup to ensure that it's working correctly. Another thing you should do is to retain multiple backups so that you have option in case of data loss, corruption, or accidental deletion. Then always remember to secure your backup data with strong password and encryption to prevent unauthorized access. And lastly, update your website regularly. This will minimize vulnerability. Now, by following these steps that work for both WordPress and custom websites and implementing a reliable backup strategy, you can safeguard your website and minimize the impact of potential data loss. And thanks for joining this video, and if you find it interesting, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so that when we upload insightful content like this, you may just be the first to be notified. Also, do well to share the link to those who may be interested in gaining from this knowledge. Thanks again for joining us, and I will see you in our next video.